This 130,000 US dollar Hyundai EV, which has been reworked by a tuning company, is the EV of dreams. I absolutely love this thing. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to have you with us. As you guys know, I love performance cars, always have. I know many of you do as well. Personally, I used to read all these motor magazines and these car websites, and I'd read them for performance cars. Really, that's all I was really interested in. And that's I'd read all of them all the time. And the thing was, I got a bit bored after 20 years of doing this because nothing was changing very much. And I started to realize that if you wanted a fast car, you had to buy an EV or spend, millions. However, now you can buy EVs that are basically supercars at affordable prices. The Hyundai Ioniq 5N is a great car, but I'm not a big fan of the looks. I think it looks kind of like a boy racer type vehicle. It's all right, but it's just not really my thing. But the actual car itself is incredibly good. Now, a new company in the United States called Vanwall, they've reworked the Hyundai Ioniq 5N, put this new body on it. It's a carbon fiber body. They've changed some other things to do with the vehicle as well, made it a bit more aggressive, given it potentially better performance because it's lighter weight, and made it one of the best looking vehicles I've ever seen in my life. It's also got a wide body, a wide carbon body, and it looks like a Delta Integrale. It's just awesome. Back in 2023, Vanwall teased the world with renderings of its Vandervell hatchback. Now, 2 years later, the car is finally here. It has the same performance in terms of power as the Hyundai Ioniq 5N, which is 641 horsepower. That's 478 kilowatt. So it should be about, in terms of performance, similar to a Hyundai Ioniq 5N, but maybe a bit quicker because it's a bit lighter. According to Vanwall, the Vandervell, which is what this car is called, is built on Hyundai's Group eGMP platform. I think it's just a Hyundai that's been reworked, sort of like given the M3 treatment, the M series or an AMG version of a Mercedes-Benz essentially. Now, apparently it has a significantly lower weight. So it's going to be potentially a couple of 100 kilograms lighter than the Hyundai Ioniq 5N. I don't know if you guys have seen the Hyundai Ioniq 5N at the Nürburgring, just overtaking Porsches and all kinds of cars. It's already a great car. These guys have come along and made a great car even better. Looks better and performance will be better as well. Now, apparently there is a thin wall special which emphasizes weight reduction, and they say the weight is under 2,000 kilograms, meaning it's going to be about 200 kilos or about possibly up to 450 pounds lighter than the standard Ioniq 5N. I think that's awesome. The Vandervell's carbon fiber bodywork is, well, it looks sort of similar to the current Ioniq 5N, but to me, it looks like they've tried to make it look like a bit like a Lancia Delta Integrale. And that's one of the coolest cars ever. Basically, they've taken this awesome vehicle, made it lighter, made it look better, and this is what you have. So the question is it worth paying 133,000 US dollars for this vehicle? Well, I don't know. I mean, in this top end, to be honest, it does make it cheaper than a supercar. And, if you want something unique, then this is the car. Speaking of unique, they're not going to make very many of them. There is a limited production run of only 500 units. And this is the kind of car, right, where you'd see this thing driving and you'd just go, what the hell is that? Now, when I went to China a few times, I've gone and I just look at cars. I just stand by the side of the road. I'm looking at all the cars. I'm like, what's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? There's so many different cool new cars. But there's a good chance if you saw one of these, you'd never see one ever again. Now, one of the things about this vehicle that I think looks really cool, but is really impractical and kind of stupid, is the wheels. They are 22-inch massive rims. They are 7-spoke alloy wheels finished in gold. For some reason, they look cool, but I think they're just, 22-inch wheels. It's ridiculous. Anyhow, the company says that each vehicle can actually be tailored to the owner's preferences. So if you didn't want those wheels, I'm sure you could tailor it and get smaller wheels. In addition, they're saying they're using high quality materials such as leather and velour for the upholstery. Yeah, this is a really cool vehicle. I mean, Hyundai Ioniq 5, basically on a diet. That's the only problem with Ioniq 5, isn't it? It is a bit of a heavy vehicle. On a diet with this insanely cool wide body, full carbon design. Damn. I love this car. Guys, let me know what your thoughts are. Do you like it? Do you love it? Hate it? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. There's a new Hyundai Ioniq 5. It's actually pretty cool, and it comes with an XRT trim. Here are all the details for the 2025 model and whether or not I think you should actually consider buying one. I'll tell you the truth, because I want to do this more often, just tell you whether or not I would buy it or whether I recommend you buy it depending on what your needs are. Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. Great to have you with us. If you'd like to support the channel, become a YouTube member. You can get access to some videos that are not on the main channel. I'll put a link in the description below to that page. Now also guys, for those of you who haven't yet, here in Australia, there are some new cars coming out. The Xpeng G6 is about to be out pretty soon. Approximate price for the long range version is $60,000. That includes, well, there's no options, 20-inch rims. If you want those, it comes with those. And I have pre-ordered. So if you'd like to as well, I don't make any money out of this, to be clear, but you do get a free charger and installation of that charger if you order through my link, which is kind of exciting that I've got that deal for you guys. So I'll put a link in the description below, and yeah, you can click it. By the way, it is a refundable pre-order. Hyundai have introduced the facelifted Ioniq 5. This will be the first car manufactured in the United States in Georgia at their Meta plant. Don't know why they call it the Meta plant, but anyway, it's the Meta plant. This means the model will qualify for a $3,750 tax credit. The only way to get the full $7,500 is if you lease it. And the reason is because I believe the battery cells themselves are not manufactured in the United States. Anyhow, it's made in America. That's good news. It gets a light refresh, new bumpers, revised spoiler, new wheels that are more aerodynamic, which is a good thing. Buyers will also get other choices for colors. You've got Atlas White Matte, Ecotronic Grey Matte, Celadon Grey Matte. Those are in addition to the existing colors that you can already buy. Interior changes. There's a new steering wheel, an updated center console, revised switchgear that includes physical buttons for frequently used features. There's also additional standard equipment, which varies on which model you get. However, there's a new variant that is, I like it. I really like it. It's called the XRT. It looks a little bit like a Subaru Crosstrek. Anyway, it looks like an off-road, slightly more off-road version of the Hyundai Ioniq 5.